to the introduction of a series, very long series, a series that started from whence a while back. I'm going to be creating a lot of videos that basically cover my interesting journey out of debt. So for now, let's just say we are on the north side, the unfortunate side of $100,000 of debt between things like car loans and credit cards and whatnot. So obviously, as most people's debt journey starts, it starts in school and college. So my wife Naomi and I, we were married when we were both in college. So Shiloh's going to decapitate me with a stick. Thank you so much. So we got married when we were both still in school, which is wild. We were both wee children. Yeah, debt just kind of gets worse from there, doesn't it? So after school and getting big adult jobs, we eventually had 3 munchkins, 3 kiddos, and our oldest kiddo ended up getting diagnosed with cancer, which she fought cancer. Positive. She's still good. That started to sound like it was a sad story. Obviously, it is a sad story, but she's fine. So we were at the hospital all the time down in Toronto, which is a decent drive for us, and we'd have to spend the night down there for treatments, and we did that for, I think it was like about 2 years or so. So from those 2 years, we accumulated about $20,000 in various credit cards and whatnot, and we were extremely grateful for the people that donated to help us be able to afford that, and every tiny little bit helped so much. But cost is cost, and we did what we had to get the best care. So yeah, anyway, a little bit north of 100,000 now with cars and whatnot, and this will be the we'll call it documentation, the interesting documentation of the ridiculous ideas that I come up with, bringing you along the ride, on the ride to see these ridiculous plans come to fruition by means of side jobs, photography. So I'm a professional photographer. I'll be doing side gigs and stuff like that with photography and videography and just whatever I can get my hands on. So right now I do run a business, Invoke Media it's called. So that includes video and photography. I had a tiny little stint of wanting to offer singing lessons. I used to do opera singing professionally. I took lessons down at the conservatory in Toronto for that for a few years. So I did a little stint where I offered some singing lessons, but that's kind of piddled off since then. And my brain is constantly on overdrive, so I come up with ridiculous plans for weird little side gigs and weird little side hustles. So I thought it would be interesting to have people along for the ride. I'm sure there will be some funny moments, hopefully some happy moments. Hopefully, we'll keep the sad moments on a down. How about we'll just keep those down there. We'll have happy positive moments. And we'll go from seeing a big negative number to I have no doubt seeing eventually a positive number, which means I'd have to come up with some sort of new series to bring you guys along on. But I have no doubt that this one will have some time behind it. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll win the lottery tomorrow and this whole thing will be done. That would be that. You know what? That would be the way that Dennis would do it. Oh, I'm gonna start this big grand adventure. Come along on my journey. I'm gonna pick up some bingo card on the ground and win $100,000. Oh gosh. Anyway. So, yeah, welcome to episode 1 of clawing my way out of crippling debt. Woo! So, some things that I have on the horizon that I am working on is, a big focus would be photography and video, because I've invested a lot of money into that with regards to equipment. And then, of course, just a lot of knowledge and experience at this point with it. So we'll be focusing quite heavily on that. I do have a full-time job working in IT. So that's kind of that's what keeps everything afloat. And then any excess from, photography, video, whatever else ridiculous thing that I start doing will be just chipping away at debt with that income. So I am very much hoping to get ideas from you guys. If I'm doing my banking wrong, if you guys can think of some crazy thing that I can do on a Sunday, then yeah, just let me know. I'm super open to ideas, and if I don't pick up an idea, then I'm a strong believer in the fact that, the more ideas I have in my head, maybe something good pops up, right? So any ideas that you guys might have, please let me know. And yeah, we'll be hopefully posting some different videos. These are just going to be very, you and I hanging out, talking, or me out in the wild doing some of this stuff, maybe going on photo shoots or video shoots, or sitting at the computer coming up with some crazy ideas. Yeah, just very informal. I've got my phone here. Obviously I have an expensive camera with lenses, but all those things just kind of create barriers to actually doing it, right? You have to make sure the batteries are charged. You got to make sure you got the right camera lens on. You got to transferring of video footage, and I just want this to be like, I got my phone in my pocket at all times, and I just want it to be something that gets done. Right? Rather than like, oh, I could do this better with this. No. I got a phone in my pocket. It does great video. It's what we're going to use. It will be edited very informally, and videos will be up, and it'll be a good time, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this journey. If I see you for the long haul, then I'll see you for the long haul. If you're stopping in and going, well, this could only end badly, well, why don't you stick around and find out? You never know. We'll see. Oh yes, just on my way to the office. No indications that I'm a dad of 3 girls anywhere to be found. Ow! Jeez! Freaking doll. Okay, yep. Alright. This is the office. Oh, all the nerdy stuff. I ordered a camera lens that I'm very excited about. So this camera lens is from 1964. It's a Canon FL mount. 1964, it's a 60-year-old lens. That's crazy. This camera lens, so with it being very old, is very unique. So it's a 58mm f1.2, which basically just means the background gets very blurry, like very fast. Like, those like Hollywood camera lenses where like you can't even tell what's going on in the background, because like you can see the person in focus and everything else is just like a blurry, cool looking mess in the background. Anyway, so it's kind of like that. But because it's 60 years old, they're stupidly inexpensive compared to the new. Like I think the new ones, they're like $4,000 for 50mm f1.2. So this one was like 250 instead of like 4,000, which Canadian monopoly, Canadian money. I don't know what that is for you real money folk in the States. But yeah, so I'm waiting for this camera lens to show up, and as soon as it does, we're gonna be out there doing some very cool, interesting portraits. I think my goal will be to use this camera lens to do acting. So a lot of headshots and portraits, whether that be for actors, models, or I think an interesting focus that I'm going to try is sports, but not like actually covering sports. So hear me out. So for instance, well, it's the summertime. I was going to say figure skating, and you can't even see because it's so freaking dark. Anyway, believe me, this is a beautiful, like, warm day. So I was going to say figure skating, obviously not. So let's say soccer. So like there's a soccer team, and all the moms insist on having beautiful pictures of their little boys and girls in their soccer uniforms, their soccer balls. So instead of like covering the actual soccer event, then I could take some incredible, it would almost look like medium format, okay, more nerdy talk, very old, big, giant, expensive cameras, just because of the depth of field that I'd be able to do. So it would give a very interesting, unique look that not a lot of photographers would be able to replicate, because not a lot of photographers are dumb enough to buy a 60-year-old camera lens. Anyway, I'm gonna try and use this to my to my benefit, but it'll take very cool photos. So it'll just be a case of finding maybe like a group of friends, family that I could do for free, show what this camera lens is capable of, and then offer that. So like if there's parents of kids that are in soccer, volleyball, swimming, I don't know, just different things, like, the parents would be proud to have their photos of their kids doing whatever, beautiful photos on the wall. So that'll be the focus. Acting headshots would be fantastic, because if you're gonna have a camera lens with that much character, then it would be very easy to almost be able to simulate like a cinematic, like a movie scene. So like obviously that would be perfect for actors, because like if they want to look like they're in a movie for their acting headshots, then we should be able to replicate that pretty well with the character and the vintage kind of look, while also having that crazy depth of field that like the cinema cameras have. So yeah, artistic headshots, portraits. I think that'll be the focus for when we get this camera lens. So today, probably what I'm gonna do is try and formulate. You can see all my daughter's artwork. She's burying these. There's like hundreds of pieces of art here, and if I lose a single one, I'm freaking dead. So they're all here, and they will stay here probably forever. Bless her soul, she's so cute. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. We'll formulate a bit of a plan, maybe some sort of marketing strategy. Think of some people that I could maybe photograph for free that I could use as like a portfolio, or for like make it like an advertisement or something. And yeah, we'll go from there. Chisel that debt down.